Welcome to my 15,000 video, everyone. You already know what movie I'm reviewing already. And look at my awesome outfit I just got today from a yard sale for $2. This wetwear outfit. I couldn't have time to put on the bow tie, the purple one that has question marks, but I look pretty damn good in it. In the words of his quote, you have to mix and match with the Riddler. I always want to say that. And look at that, I'm fully dressed up like him too, just to review this awesome movie, The Last Unicorn. Those of you who've forgotten this movie existed, yeah, I don't blame you. Not too many people remember this movie existed in 1982 to celebrate its 40th anniversary. I'm going to review this movie today. I do remember it has a unicorn, and thinking all the unicorns had disappeared, and thinking she's her very last one. And has like famous voice actors of Jeff Brennan, Christopher Lee, and I thought I mentioned the animation as like a reminder. Excuse me, got something in my throat. No, I'm not gonna keep wearing this throughout the entire review. It's gonna really get me sweaty. As I was gonna say, the entire movie is about, I'm thinking she's the last unicorn, and up to a magician and name give me a second. It's been a long time since I watched a movie. Well, just a magician and some mysterious lady who known her as a child. And there's a butterfly who says these weird riddles. Nope. Not gonna play that. That'll be copyrighted. Playing songs like that. Anyhow, to make the long story short, the movie's about her finding her own kind, thinking she's the last unicorn when she does meet a magician, and played by Jeff Bridges, and she's like the guardian of all the forest animals, and she has a journey her way home. And oh yeah, I just remember what I was gonna say now. The animation is like a reminder of the Lord of the Rings movies. That's what it reminds me of, which I'll get to another time. The movie is a great film of wonderful voice actors, beautiful, gorgeous backgrounds, and not to mention songs, and wonderful effects of these fabulous creatures. And Andra Lansbury plays this mysterious evil hag lady, while her henchman and is just there to do her dirty work. And want to use her as the amusement in circus to make money off her. Luckily, a magician has a good heart. Hard to make sure they using his magic trick to make it look like the creatures are real or not. Yep, and the creature called Harpy Serrano, who looks like this strange creature that's real, has ears, has a disturbing face, and has body of a vulture. And he has hanging breasts which I will not show in this entire review. The magician does have a good heart to break her free, even more present to find her kind. But its magic is not what it used to be. It uses the key to unlock her freedom and releases all the animals, including the harpy herself. Running away will attract the creature's attention. And the movie gets even darker that she wants a harpy to attack her. That's how they were going to attack her and break her free. Yeah, this is some dark stuff for little kids that might have first seen this scene. Anyhow, they meet the travelers. Yeah, that's her name, Molly Grew, who's pretty much an interest to the unicorn when she was a young little girl. Oh, and she has a good heart for the unicorn and the magician. And to make sure this review doesn't get any weirder than it is, that they tie him up between a tree and make it come to life and have big breasts. Yeah, anyone that first seen this movie cannot believe on how strange it got. To not show too much, the unicorn saves his life and changes the tree back to normal. They also meet like a brilliant knight in shining armor. But before they do that, they meet the unicorn's worst fear of all time, the Red Bull. And I do not mean like a soda energy to drink, but the Red Bull demon. And the poor unicorn is terrified of this hideous beast. He's a capture all the unicorns. And the magician had no choice but to use his magic to change the unicorn into a human being. So he did that and makes her a woman. And she's a beauty. She's beautiful as a human being. Without her horn, she's a regular lady. They also meet this ruler, Gene Haggard, Prince Leonard, which is a brilliant knight in shining armor, and that's in love with a lady that doesn't even know that she's a unicorn. And the main villain wants to correct all the unicorns, all for himself. For raw purpose, to make him truly happy from his selfish greed. Even the magician can see right through her wit. I know that voice. It's that same voice out there I heard from those classic and Robin cartoons. King Haggard. And tries to figure out where the last unicorn is at to make him pleased. This movie does have some really neat scenes. There's even a strange cat pirate as a pet. This movie has like its running time. And taking its time getting the point. And there's like our hero take on a random dragon just to make the scene intensely interesting. He uses his magic ability. That works out pretty well, but later on in the film does not go out too well. So this entire movie is about her trying to find her own kind. But when she slowly turns to a human, she's starting to forget what her goal is. Molly follows the cat and knows of the entire castle. Always get them tricky riddles to know there's a hidden base underneath the kingdom. So, anyhow, the young prince tried to please her with some poems that are both in love, but it would not work out that way, that they're two different people. Sure, she's in love with him, but he doesn't even know she's a unicorn. Anyhow, they find the hidden base, which is right inside a clock, hidden clock, to find in the at last, and that they meet a strange-looking skeleton and get some tricky questions. And I would say the skeleton is one of my favorite characters in this movie. And he laughs like Donald Duck for some reason. Like that. Okay, I can't do that Donald Duck voice. Anyhow, the magician uses a trick in the drink to disappear, and the skeleton remembers how it goes. He gets in the red bowl. I think to move the clock will find the entrance. And the skeleton realizes the woman is the unicorn the whole time. The magician tried to fight Haggard as much as possible, but Haggard was not pleased. What he realized it was her the whole time. So they finally found the Red Bull and tries to protect her. She changes back to her unicorn form. And the bravest thing she ever did is he fights the Red Bull with her amazing strength. Turns out the unicorns are inside the ocean the whole time and drawing the Red Bull for good and taking down King Haggard's kingdom once and for all. Send him to his watery grave. ending his reign of terror for good. So the unicorn uses her magic power and to bring back a handsome prince after saving her life. And they bid farewell to the unicorn and saying goodbye, returning into her forest. For Molly and the Magician, they stayed together and had their own adventures, saying their farewells, and we'll never see each other ever again. And that was The Last Unicorn. My thoughts about it? It's impressively good. It has some great characters. It has a simple story of her finding her own kind of unicorns, find them right where they were captured by Haggard's evil Red Bull the whole time, and was holding them against their will out in the ocean. The unicorn would fear the Red Bull, but our main hero, the unicorn, defends her life to save them. So in the end, this movie is a pretty great box office success. Just for that many $1 million was worth making this film. That's the same creators that brought you the Lord of the Rings movies. These from the 1970s, kind of. I'd say it's a pretty great film. It's promisingly good. Has some nice music. Great cast of voice actors. Not to mention pretty well done and beautiful artwork backgrounds. I used to enjoy watching this a lot more back then. I'd say it's pretty much worth watching, and if you have little kids, and still enjoy this movie. That's why it had like a few swearings in it. And this movie has like most likely the uncut version in it. So those of you who are like huge unicorns fans before My Little Pony was a thing, and being a huge thing in the 80s, this one will be a pretty good progress as film to watch for many years to come. I give this film a solid 8 out of 10 of a great 8 film from 1982 to celebrate its 40th anniversary. So it's totally worth your time, and if you love watching amazing unicorns. So thank you all for watching, and I'm going to take this outfit off because I am sweating. So, farewell for now. This is Eli signing out.